What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having actually an excellent day. Enjoyed doing the Dan Salio show with my son, Philly 500, and Dan. It's fun because, or at least for me it is. Today was nice because the Eagles seem to be imploding a little bit. You know, they're having kind of a hard way to go right now. They've got a lot of drama. They're kind of like the Cowboys at the moment. They are literally imploding as we speak. Jalen Hurts is having, drama classes going on. Nick Sirianni gets trashed by the ownership and then gets defended by the ownership and all that. But that's not why I'm here. The last 2 years, we went to Kansas City for the draft. It was a great time, had some great barbecue. Went to Detroit, got trashed by Lions fans, but they did an incredible job at the draft. Now, this is one of those ones that I know the NFL is trying to showcase all of the NFL cities. And, because if you get a new stadium, you're going to get a Super Bowl. You just are, because that's the way they look at it. Because, we're tossing you a bone and trying to give you a reason to have the Super Bowl. Super Bowl comes in and brings in a whole lot of people, and the next day they're gone. And so they're trying to bring it to as many fans as possible. And that's why you're seeing the draft, which used to be exclusively at Radio City Music Hall in New York. Once they discovered that fans were rabid about going to see the NFL draft, and that's an opportunity to make more fans and collect, with the NFL pass and stuff, collect more email addresses and everything else, that basically it is a sales pitch, and that's why they don't charge to get into the draft. The year after this year, it's going to be in Pittsburgh, which will be nice because Pittsburgh doesn't ever host anything like this other than regular Pittsburgh Steelers games. But this year coming up, it's going to be in Green Bay. And I first of all started thinking about Green Bay because I remember we used to do NFL kickoff after Katrina. When New Orleans won the Super Bowl, the NFL would do like a whole kickoff the next year to start the season. And we started in New Orleans. And in New Orleans, we were rebuilding houses. And there were 5 houses that we worked on that were in different states of disrepair. One of which got turned over and she got to move in before the season opening game. And it was hot as hell. It was like 95 degrees with 100% humidity, sweating our ass off and things. The Green Bay Packers won it a couple years later, and we were in Green Bay in September. And the difference between being in New Orleans in September was 95 degrees in New Orleans, and it was about 75 degrees in Green Bay. It was chilly working on that school. And so basically what they said is it's cold and then it's less cold. That's their weather range. So I don't know what it's going to be like late April in Green Bay. It's going to be chilly, but that's not the problem here. The question I have is, it's been many years. I think it was 2012 when I was in Green Bay for a photo shoot. Green Bay is a small town. And I'm sitting here thinking about the 400,000 people that came to Detroit for the draft. I don't know that Green Bay has hosted 400,000 people there. And I'm sitting here thinking about hotels. Now, if you have an RV, maybe it's real easy to go ahead and rent out a field. But the problem with that is you're going to be running the generator the whole time. So you're going to be using a whole lot of propane. So they might need to get some extra propane tanks out there. But there's listed right now, Airbnbs are going to make a killing in Green Bay. And this is where you have to wonder if the NFL made a mistake here on this one. In the same way that they kind of made a mistake with the Eagles-Packers season opener where they can't wear green in Brazil. There's not going to be enough hotel space for people. And right now there's an Airbnb that's listed for $20,000 a night. 20,000. I don't know what it's like. Okay, so it may be awesome. It may be, the Taj Mahal or something. But it is Green Bay, so I don't know what it's like. But 20,000. Now understand, the prices are always inflated because the DoubleTree that we stayed at for Detroit, I believe it was like it varied depending on which night we were there. But I want to say it was about $375 a night during the draft. The regular price for it, when it's not the NFL draft, was like $175. So it doubles. But $20,000 for an Airbnb. So that means you got to bring your own food too for $20,000. And I'm not suggesting that that's how the cost of all of them. But there is going to be a mad scramble for places to stay there. They don't have all of the capacity. Now, we've been to NFL cities. The second Super Bowl that I went to in Jacksonville. There was a Super Bowl in Jacksonville, and it was actually chilly for Florida. They did not have enough hotel space for the event, so they parked 3 cruise ships and used those as hotels. I guess you could put a couple of cruise ships on the Great Lakes, but then you'd have to drive from there to Green Bay. I think the NFL may have made a mistake here on putting it in Green Bay. Sorry, it's just not a destination city. No disrespect, Green Bay, and it's not because you guys beat us that I'm talking trash about your city. When the NFL comes through with all of these people that will descend upon you, I don't know there's enough restaurants. I don't know that there's enough hotel space. I don't know how that dynamic's going to work. But hey, what do I know? I'm a guy with a day job and a voodoo doll, and maybe getting an RV and driving up there and being like a food truck might be the ticket. Have Jobu wings and barbecue for the masses. Guarantee you, there's going to be a lot of people waiting a long time to get into a place to eat. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be going to that one. I think we will stay home for that one and then look forward to going to Pittsburgh with my friend Richard. So, there you have it, good people. And thought I was going back home tonight, but my wife said we got to wait till tomorrow morning. So, I was trying to think about what I want to do here today, this evening. Do I want to do some more work? Do I want to start another project? Or do I just take it easy? Maybe I just take it easy. Peace out.